Mm. Welcome back to another session of the Tao of Women. Today we are with passage 34. And as we practice today, you will hear sounds of progress being made. The sweet destruction that happens right before something gets restructured, recohered, and rebuilt. So all around me, there are workers improving our space. So we're going to utilize these sounds to bring them into our practice. And as we do, we're going to begin with a nice deep breath, bringing our presence here, drawing our wisdom here, drawing our experience here. And I give a nice bow to all of you who are present here live with me on Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. And all of you that are watching the replay, know that your presence is felt. Let's get started with passage 34. Passage 34, Women's Mysteries. If you have the book, read along with me, and if not, just simply let these words move through you the way women's mysteries do. Light follows darkness. Darkness succeeds the light. Lunar cycles reflect only parts of the whole. Instinctual patterns echo the moon. Trust your intuition to guide you home. No more than the moon, no less than the sun. Unfathomable mysteries celebrated by initiates long ago. Beautiful. Let's hear it one more time. Let's receive this passage. Women's mysteries. Light follows darkness. Darkness succeeds the light. Lunar cycles reflect only parts of the whole. Instinctual patterns echo the moon. Trust your intuition to guide you home. No more than the moon, no less than the sun. Unfathomable mysteries celebrated by initiates long ago. So beautiful initiates, I invite you to take this in. This is the hidden language of Nushu next to the script for women's mysteries. I invite you now to join me in a Qigong practice. And as you are preparing, we're going to be working with this symbol. So let's prepare our space. Finding your space, and let's simply begin bringing our hands and feet together with a humble bow, emptying our cup. As initiates on the journey of women's mysteries, we know from previous passages that we empty our cup halfway. So we're empty enough and have space to receive, but we're also full enough to be nourished and resourced. So when you're ready, simply rise to the occasion, rolling your shoulders back, softening your knees, and stepping across the threshold. We're going to drop right into the practice. And so take one hand and cradle your lower dantian, making this round curve with your hands. Cradle as if you're coming up from the bottom to hold your center, to hold your dantian, hold your womb, hold your belly, hold yourself here. And with the other hand, like a paintbrush, we're going to create Zen circles. We've done this before, so just turn your waist. And as you do, allow your hand to rise and sweep across and lower down. And as you lower down, your body sinks. Your hand is soft, yet it's active and alive as you are painting. It's just like painting a circle, the wholeness. We're honoring the wholeness. To bring your breath in, you're going to inhale as your hands rise, as you move across, and then you start to exhale as you sink down and as you sweep across, turning from your waist, from your center, inhaling up, exhaling down, moving with your breath, unifying your body with the movement. Zen circle, honoring the whole. Let's do this a few more breaths for you to get a hang of this movement. So you bring softness to the edges, a gentle power to your movement, and aliveness and a fullness to your stance and your breath and your posture. And now we're going to start to work in and learn how to work with the Yin Yang symbol. This passage talked about light succeeding, light becoming before the darkness and darkness following the light. So you can see a yin yang symbol, which is half light and half dark. And so we're going to craft that symbol here right now. And so the next time your hands make it to the top of the circle, you're going to simply make an S with your hands. You're going to sweep down, sweep around, and then you're going to make the bottom of the S, and that is going to bring you around the circle. And we're going to circle all the way around, back up, and then we're going to make our S round. Again. A yin yang symbol has a circle around the outer edge, and within it, it has dynamic change from light into dark, just like the phases of the moon, just like the rising sun and the setting sun. Within this circle contains the whole, and it contains this dynamic mystery that initiates have studied, worked with, practiced, embodied for thousands of years. So practice this, reaching the top, making an S, sweeping down, and all the way around. One more time, down, all the way around. This dynamic play of yin and yang, light and dark. And now just bring both hands out and let both hands trace the outer circle. Tracing this wholeness. No more than the moon, no less than the sun. Unfathomable mysteries. Now start to make this circle a little smaller. And as you make it a little bit smaller, you're condensing and consolidating. And we're gradually shifting to the other side. But you are crafting this circle and you are tuning into the mysteries of this wholeness. No matter what size it is, it's always whole. If it's big or little, the yin yang symbol maintains its integrity. And when you make it to a point where your other hand, the hand that you were not painting with, makes it to the bottom, like right now, I have my opposite hand holding my lower dantian. Let's let that opposite hand rest, and then the other hand becomes your paintbrush as we paint our circle. Reconnect with your breath. You inhale up, across, exhaling down, across. Soft, mysterious circle. Doing this a few times, reflecting on the passage, reflecting on the dynamic interplay between light and dark, yin and yang. And the next time your hand makes it to the top, we're going to practice the yin yang symbol again. You're going to make an S. And then you're going to sweep around the circle all the way back up to the top and make an S, turning from your hips and your waist, cradling your dantian as you sweep around, smooth and whole, practicing again the S. And now I want you to stay in the practice. Either you're making circles or you're making your S. Stay in your practice while I read to you the passage one more time. So you keep moving. Women's mysteries. Light follows darkness. Darkness succeeds the light. Lunar cycles reflect only parts of the whole. Instinctual patterns echo the moon. Trust your intuition to guide you home. No more than the moon, no less than the sun. Unfathomable mysteries celebrated by initiates long ago. So I'm going to join you again as we return to the Yin Yang symbol of these unfathomable mysteries from initiates long ago, of light following dark and dark following the light. The this internal S, this yin yang part, is like the phases of the moon, which are only parts of the whole. I'm going to be silent for a moment for this form to teach you, for the yin yang symbol to teach you. This is our last one here, making it soft. Making the big circle now, bringing both hands to the circle, as if you have both hands on the outer edge and you're just simply tracing the outer edge, starting to make this smaller. Starting to make it even smaller as you are condensing. You are consolidating this energy and this wisdom. You are programming it in, embodying it into your energetic infrastructure, and you're bringing it smaller and smaller now into your belly, into your dantian, bringing it into your dantian, encoding your dantian with this yin yang symbol of the mystery, the symbol, the deeper understanding that initiates have practiced and contemplated and lived for thousands of years. Encoding it into your dantian as it gets smaller. And just for a moment, let's hold this symbol as if right here that yin yang symbol is in your dantian, below your navel, above your pubic bone, and just hold this symbol here. And just breathe and just observe what's happening with your body. I'm noticing my body's like crawling it, like I just shortened my stance. Everything just like consolidated and drew kind of strong. toward my center. I'm not sure what you're feeling, but I'm seeing it as this part is the outer edge and it's funneling in. So breathe. Rest your attention on the Yin Yang symbol. Rest your attention in your womb. And now, as we start to complete, close your hands, seal your hands in, let that yin yang symbol, if it's in your imagination, you can just let that go. You don't need to imagine it. Just let that go and just seal everything in, sealing it in. And there, observe what happens there. With me, it's like, ooh, it got much. So just simply observe and breathe, making a little circle now, one direction. Sealing it in, sealing in these mysteries, other direction. Seeing yourself as an initiate, being initiated in these women's mysteries of light and dark, embodying the whole. We're going to start to pull down the heavens now, just simply pull down this wisdom. And this is really just right now to bring any residual energy that may still be stuck in your head or anywhere else, is bring it down into your dantian. One more time. So we can feel complete with our practice. And now this time when your hands rise, go ahead and bring your feet together and let your hands float down. Take all the time you need to seal this in, everything below your hands. Your hands are doing the work. Everything below your hands is moving the energy down and in, down towards your dantian, and everything above your hands is clear, open, bright. Your shen is up, your chi is down, you're sealing it in. Resting here for just a moment. And any residual energy, you open your hands and you send it down to the earth. And together we bow out. Right hand makes a fist. No more than the sun, no less than the moon, right? So always rise like the sun. Shine bright, brilliant, lovely one. And cover it with the moon. Even in all your phases, you are always whole, even in your darkest hour. Together we bow. We bow to our teachers. We bow to the Yin Yang symbol. We bow to the Tao of women, and all those who have gone before, the initiates of women's mysteries who have made it possible for us to practice these arts today. We bow so humbly, so gratefully. We bow to our teachers' teachers, and we bow to the teacher within. And when you're ready, bringing this back into your heart, but you do not keep it here, love. You put it down into your belly as you step back across the threshold. Seal it in, shake it off, rub it into whatever you need to do, because we are complete for today. I have one short announcement. Boom! Get the book. It's pretty cheap and it's wonderful. Second, next week, I'd love to be here live with you. And next week, I'm going with my teacher. Yay, one of my teachers, Lee Holden. And I'm going to go to a teacher training for a week. And so our timing, right at our timing, it is when I'm in session with my teacher. So we are going to modify the time, and you will receive an email with the time, or there'll be a post on social media with the time. And if you miss it live, because we are going to have to modify the time, then just catch the replay. And then when I come back, I'd love to see you in Qigong class, go to pathwithharmony.com and you'll see the class schedule. Okay, loves. Yay. I would love to hear what this practice, what the yin yang symbol taught you today. Bye bye.